It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Ravens and the Lions, and it's all up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
First down, Detroit.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Robinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. Down to about the 32. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Gone. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, here's the option. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamal Williams from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
their own 19-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
18-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So here come the Lions now. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
On second down, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, right side. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. but he was happy to do so there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And here's the former Lion, a fan favorite. It's Jamal Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Williams, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
Robinson with another carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This now a 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up, they know. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, 26 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams running right. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Take it at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
The quick feet by Jackson.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll come out in the pistol.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Williams.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 10. A minute 38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now it's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. 77 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel down should be enough to finish this one off. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to reach